Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here we go, here we go! Nice and light!
They go play action here on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw caught there by Crumpler. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Justin Tucker with the kickoff for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Throwing on first down is Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A second down run with Lewis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Omaha. Move. Big ass shoulder. Green.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He hits Adams complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lewis between the tackles. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's got some space here. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there.
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Tucker with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to take him down at about the 33.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down and 6. At the 40-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Now Murray off play action. Smith catches left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Hey.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Caught on the right side by Adams. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Play fake. Murray. Toward the pylon, caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we'll welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Wow, the coverage we just saw him break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
On 2nd down, Culpepper. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Murray.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
first down. Murray. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Let's go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Murray now. Steps her, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray. Touchdown! Davante Adams with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Ravens 36.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, they would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your head. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Back to throw now on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On play action, they'll throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Murray. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 14-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are.
He's got a man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Trap 60! Trap 60! Warriors 70. Mustang 19. 19 Lions. On the ball, now.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but a suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Play action. Now it's Murray.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw is Murray.
Slant to Adams. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On play action, it's Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Murray.
Quick slant here to Smith.
They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Murray now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a
austerity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The number 7 usually lucky here for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And